back. The moment has finally arrived. The moment where I have to try Roark. I'm not happy. Because my line is all sorts of broken. If you can even call it a line. Yeah. Scary stuff. Okay, this will be a team. There are all sorts of things that can go wrong. And probably will go wrong. A lot of this fight is based on RNG. Which at some point it's not going to be in my favor. If at all. If we have the worst luck, we could wipe very easily to anything that comes out. If we're lucky, we might even go deathless, but a lot has to go right for that. So that's not something that I'm necessarily planning on. Of course, I have to make some difficult choices, like, for example, who do I give my last 2 orange berries to? I came up with Fanpy. Preferably, he's going to take on the Granados. I mean, I ideally would have wanted Aaron to do that, but then I have no answer for Leap. And Leap just bodies this Fanpy. So, and a lot of my other mons as well, so that's not going to work. I'm going to give this one berry to Chestnut. I'm going to give Aaron Quickclaw. I didn't find any use for the sticky bar because of the sand, the toxic, the sand to damage, whatever. It's just too much damage everywhere. Stealth rocks even. If I don't get my sticky bar off properly, it's going to hurt me more than it's going to help me. Yeah, that could have been a cool line. And also, like, for example, you probably might have wanted to do it on the Shuckle, but Shuckle doesn't have any contact moves. Because I think, just double check. Where's the master sheet? Switch over real quick. Yeah, so the moves, if we check, what was I saying? Oh crap, no, I forgot. The contact move. It has Excel Rock. Okay, it's not in here, so it will be like rollout. Priority, yeah, okay. So they didn't this is an old copy of the docs actually, but that is a contact move actually. What about Sand Tomb? Okay, Sand Tomb is not. That's actually pretty bad because it's going to Sand Tomb me much more than it's going to accelerate me. So then again, that doesn't help me. I was thinking of maybe putting a Chilan Berry on my Grodel. Just so that it can tank self-destruct would it happen. And at the moment I'm not putting any other items on him anyways. Might as well. If it does hit me, I am pretty much dead. Okay. Just do that. Give him also something that I would have wanted to avoid. I mean, I'm going to have to teach Toxic to someone to deal with the Shuckle. And at first I was thinking putting it on Chestnut because Chestnut's going to have the battle with the Shuckle. At the same time, I was thinking that before Chestnut comes out, Grodel is still out. And it is also faster than the Shuckle, and it can take, probably the Shuckle will Toxic it anyway. Which is kind of a free turn, I would say. So I was kind of thinking if I could get the Toxic off first, and also putting the Toxic on Chestnut is not really great, but probably neither is putting it on Grodel. I mean, it's picking pick your poison basically. I don't know which poison would be better in this case. I mean, Grodel still has some HP. It's nice to have an extra turn of Toxic. Also, it's nice to not have an extra turn of Toxic on Chestnut because he can recover, and the Toxic is going to be annoying on him. So the later it gets it, the better. There's a chance that it might switch in on a curse. I think that would be ideal. Ideal would be Toxic. Let's see. Uses Toxic on Grodel. Then it's going to curse. If it starts with curse, that's not what you want to see. Just check real quick. Yeah, curse. Does it say anything about? It basically always has a chance to go +1. 50% chance to go +1. And then it has an additional 50% for a +1. And if it already has a curse, it has another 50% to get +1. So that means it's going to, if it has 1, it's going to click 2. Second one very likely, and then if it has 2, it will only have the 50% for the +1 for one time. So it could still happen, but it's not as likely. And this AI has risky AI flag, which I'm not entirely sure what that would mean in this fight, but I think that it then would try to toxic me still. Then I would get a 50% chance at a +2. But if it already toxics me, then there's another issue, because then Santum becomes more likely. 50% chance for +1. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that can happen here. A lot of percentages. We just have to see how the battle plays out and just have to think on our feet. The only thing I did calc is that if I just start with Chestnut, it gets the toxic, even if it then starts to curse 2 times. But at some point my Chestnut will run out of steam earlier than he will run out of steam, because he also has a berry juice that will heal for 20. I only have an orange berry that heals for 10. Of course, I'm calculating with max roll damages on him, for him, and minimum for me. So if that plays out the other way, it could still be very fortunate for me. But then still, I think having 1 or 2 turns without toxic could be huge. So I'm going to have to put it on Grodel, which it feels like is a mistake. This is the other thing that I'm afraid of. Fighting can make it flinch, rock throws less damage. If I'm fighting a flying type or an ice type, this can be nice. They're wrecking me anyway because they're probably faster. Do I get some rock stuff later? Only at 32. Do I get crunch on 39 or 37 if I'm still road? I delay it 1 level. Oh, I get 32 rock slide. So not in the next split. How does the next split look like in terms of needing to have a rock grow necessarily? Jim. No. Height would be nice against Psychic, maybe. Next split will be 28, so I will not get the Torterra. Split after will be 38, so I will have my Torterra. At that moment I have Rock Slide as well. So I could give up Rock Throw because happens. Probably going to grab a quick coffee because this is the last thing I need to decide. And then we just have to do it and probably fail horribly. I've been calcing for so long. So you have to finish it. It's not going to get any better, I think, than this line. And of course I'm making myself a bit difficult because I don't want to evolve my Nidorina into a Nidoqueen. Yeah. Okay, be right back. I'm going to grab a quick coffee. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any answers. So then just stick to my gut, I think. And it's gone. blocks and stuff. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need hidden power. Which is actually interesting. I did think about it. Now I'm thinking about it again. Who can actually learn it? Not my team. Most of us. Okay. I mean, it's probably going to do jack shit. My other moves are way more potent, of course. I think I looked at this already at some point, but might as well. Doesn't hurt to check. So basically it's all kind of shit. Of course, you have the added benefit of dropping defense by 1. Yeah, I mean it's nice, but it's 50% chance. And it doesn't do that much damage. And I don't think that defense would then change it for me, because I don't think that that's my biggest issue. Hidden power I checked. I mean, there's some nice options there, but none that will actually help me, I think. Sometimes I feel like people who do not like super calc everything just go in without a plan. They have a much easier life. Even with all this planning, it might turn out like garbage, you know. So yeah, that could happen. In theory, I could pre-status my just not. I think that would hurt me more. Now that I have Toxic on Gradle. And there, I'm not expecting any other statuses, so there's no need to pre-status anyone else. And then there should be a neat trick here. This should now have put all my Pokemon 1 HP from leveling up, which normally would be horrible, unless you're going to fight the actual guy, you know? Okay, Grodel first. This is it, man. This is it. Wish me luck. This could go very well or very wrong. Okay. So he opens with Bonsly. Bonsly is not particularly fast, but it has a few things it wants to do. Of course, we have the Sandstorm always, like the rest of the gym. Basically, It knows self-destruct, which it probably won't use because it doesn't like to click those. I know for a fact that I am going to stomp him for the most damage. Let me just change my calc. He shows that I'm toxic. Okay, so I'm going to stomp for a minimum of exactly 50%. It has focus sash, there's no way to kill it, even if you could, because it's very bulky. There's probably no way to kill it in one hit. Even if you could, it has focus sash, you would remain alive for 1 HP. So it could do either stealth rocks, which has priority, so then it will go first. But we don't want him to click that at all, preferably. I think. I mean, we could deal with it, but it makes our life a whole of a lot more difficult. That makes one of my other lines almost just dependent on one roll, basically, which I don't like. So at least I'm going to stomp. It can either attack me, self-destruct, or stealth rocks. Self-destruct should be okay because I have the Chilon Berry now, which halves the damage. I don't expect him to be using that. It might actually be the best scenario, actually, but I'm guessing he's going to stealth rocks. Let's see. Okay, he didn't stealth rocks. Means he's either self-destructing, crit. Okay, crit doesn't matter because the focus sash. I'll save the crit for another moment. He's flinched. That's huge. If I didn't realize that Stomp can flinch, that's true. Okay, so good stealth rocks or probably boom, I'm thinking. Not clicking stealth rock would be better because I'm faster and then it will not get a hit off. That would be huge, huge, huge. Yes. Oh, this is the perfect way of opening this fight. This has changed literally a lot. Okay, XP doesn't matter for us. I mean, it's nice to get level up. What was secret power doing again? Let me check. 90. Do I want that over? It's 85 damage and has a chance in this fight to. I'm in a building. Can cause paralysis. Which is cool. Give me 1 second. 50%. Let's say 7 damage. 16. 11. So bite does basically nothing. At the very least in this fight, right? Secret power does a bit more. Would be 5. 22. The problem with secret power is that it's normal. It is just more raw damage than bite, right? It also has bite can flinch, secret power can have paralysis 30% of the time. I might be inclined to level 17, so I could take a bit more punishment. Since it's Shuckle, this is what we expect. Okay, so I could either... I mean, I have to start with the toxic, right? That's just turn 1. Okay, wants to attack me with Roark. It's actually huge. The moment it goes for toxic, we will switch out. Just 2 damage for him. Now I'm just going to either Razor Leaf, hope for a crit, or Stomp and hope for the flinch. Let's see. 30% chance to cause flinch. And Razor Leaf has critical hit ratio +1. That means that it crits 1 out of 8 times, but then it does double damage. I don't need the double damage necessarily. Stomp can still crit as well. Let me just stomp. Okay, it started cursing. It's not great. See if I can stomp it again. I mean, I know I can. Flinch ever. But now it no longer will curse. Because it's at +2. Or it might still. Okay, berry juice, that's expected. Still wants to Roark. Which I can still take. Just flinch, man. Flinch is fine because we stall toxic turns. Do more and more and more damage. Just do it again. Okay. Okay, so let's say I kill. There are 2 scenarios. Either I kill with Grodel, and then I need to check if that's still something that I want. Let me bring my calcs in here. So Grodel can either... Grodel kills it. I have to check who's he going to send out next. So let's go. Fire, ice, poison, flying bug. Do we really care at this point? Kinda do. I don't want to get the Gibble now, basically. Not now. I want it. So either I can switch into Grodel still has some HP. There's no stealth rocks up, so that's huge. It's tremendous. So what I can do, probably send out Chestnut. Its usefulness is not that high in the rest of the battle. I might still need Grodel at some point. even if it's just a second. I don't want to send him to a grave now. Shuckle is... I want to make sure that Gibble comes out. No, first Leap comes out. The order needs to be good. Because I think that Leap will not come out if I kill with Groudon. That would be an issue. I really have to write it down because I don't want to make stupid mistakes. I'm just doing it from the top of my head now and I shouldn't. So I have... oops. So the grass, ice, grass, ice, poison, flying, bug. Those are the super effective ones. Then they don't have 0 effectiveness. Yeah. The not so effective ones are water. I don't think I'm checking the correct one. This is actually fire. This is so fire, ice, poison, flying. Fire, ice, poison, flying. This should be water, grass, electric, ground. Electric. Those are the not so effective ones. Okay. Now, let me just let you in on it. So we have this guy here, who's grass. We check who has the super effective moves. So currently this one is dead, right? So dead. Bonsly. Let's say the Shuckle is dead as well because we kill it with Groudon, which we can, for sure. If we just attack now, it's dead. Then it will check for the remaining one. If it has a fire, ice, poison, flying, or bug move. Has poison, has fire, has nothing, has nothing. So it will be between these two, between Lileep and Gibble. And then you look at the actual typing. So this is rock, grass. Rock is normal, grass is half. Gibble, dragon is normal, ground is half. So basically they're equal. So that would mean Lileep will come out. Okay. That is actually exactly the same as our line was when if our chestnut would have killed it, because then you get the water ground rock, and they all have that. You will have super effective and a half effective. He would have a super effective and a normal. Well, then actually he would not have come out. Probably. So anyway, if my calculation is correct, which I think it should be, that would mean that it is going to send out Lileep. It does change my line ever so slightly. That's not too bad. So that would mean we stay in. And we stomp. So it can, just want to check. Shuckle has +2/+2. If it's going to Excel Rock, it's going to do 14 damage. If it crits, I'm dead. With all rolls. It's maybe something I don't want to risk at this moment. Let's say I switch to Chestnut and kill that. Then we will get probably a different mon out. We probably get Corsola out. Do we risk everything on a crit? How much health would it have actually? Yeah, it can Excel Rock, but it's always faster. So this one priority move. Normally now it doesn't see any kill because it sees 7 and 4 damage. Yeah, why it didn't go for toxic at all? Wasn't expecting that. I mean, safe play would be to switch. Even if Kibble comes out, then I might just throw in Chestnut anyway, and we can force the Earth Power. We can do that. Yeah, no, the problem is I cannot risk it. So I want to switch out because I cannot risk this. So he is going to Excel Rock. I do have an Oran Berry, so if it gets really crazy with damage, I can still heal for 10. And I should be able to kill it. And faster, let's see how much health should it have at this point. I mean, it's even dead to just poison at this point, I think. 6. Doesn't have 6. Doesn't have 7. So it probably has 8 health or something. Is there any world where I can maybe set this up for something better? Let's say I send in Fanpy. Fanpy doesn't do the damage. But doesn't need to do the damage either. Because I think it's just dead to poison. How many turns did we have already? Next check that actually. So I clicked Stomp 6 times and a Toxic once, right? So we clicked twice Stomp on the Bonsly. Then we have 5 turns already. First turn was Toxic. It was Toxic 1. Already has Toxic 5. And it gets 2 damage for each Toxic. It's already 10 for each tick. It's already dead. So if I can switch it into something that doesn't take damage basically, because my Chestnut will probably take damage. I mean, there's no chance for him to go to Centum. Doesn't see kill, gets a -1, I don't have Toxic. And I could just switch into Aaron. Take the Excel Rock. 2 damage. No Stealth Rock. No chip. Then he's dead. Then my Aaron gets level up, which is actually also huge. Then it wants to switch out to Gibble, probably. That would actually be a great line. I can force Gibble into an Earth Power. Recheck the AI on these other moves. I don't think I have done that yet. Dragon Breath. And I've made some mistakes with those things before. Where I just thought of, oh, it's just going to be normal damage, and then it has some crazy AI. Okay, so this is normal. Then it had Flamethrower. Flamethrower, same thing. Actually. And what was its other move? Thunderfang. Thunderfang, right? Yeah. And there's no way. There's no way he's going to do that. So that would mean that we switch Aaron. Should not send Tomb, it would be weird. Curse also fine. It's dying to poison now. Actually better. Yep. Okay. Perfect. My Aaron gets level up, which is awesome. Didn't get any damage. My luck until now has been great, but it's far from over. Okay, so Gibble. Sent out Gibble. Gibble has full health. Yeah. So Gibble wants to use Earth Power because it can kill me with most rolls. Of course, I don't want that to happen. I have an answer for that. That is to send out Delibird. Delibird is flying, so it doesn't take any damage from Earth Power. This is important because Gibble can do big damage on me. I could, if it doesn't crit, I could probably get one. I want to kill him in one turn, but the problem is he has Sandfield, so I have a 20% chance to miss, which is, I don't know, like, but just click it. Ah, perfect. Yes. I mean, all these things, if one of these things go wrong, I'm in big trouble. Not that Gibble's necessarily the biggest threat. Still, you could potentially lose him on, and that can work like an avalanche. You could lose everything, or like 5 of your best mon. Okay, sends out Corsola. That's also according to plan. Didn't get Leap yet, so now Corsola. So it has 3 mon left. Corsola, Leap, and Cranidos. I don't think it matters a whole lot how we deal with them. There is no more use for Delibird, but Delibird, Corsola sees a 1-hit KO move on my Delibird, so it needs to switch out very quickly. And it's going to throw an Accelerock. Is there a way? Let's see, who can take this the best? Like, normally I would have sent out would have sent out Roselia. She doesn't want to get the Excel Rock. Because it sees kill, I know 100% it's going to click it. So I might be inclined to switch to Fanpy, which is not the best for my line, but that doesn't really help me. So if I do that, it's still going to want to Excel Rock probably because it doesn't want to Water Pulse my Fanpy. So I could throw in Chestnut. But Chestnut's going to be really useful on Delete. What would be my best bet here? I'm thinking about, for example, switching in Grodel, but Grodel has 24 HP, Excel Rock does, it doesn't crit. It does like 10 damage maximum. I get sand damage as well. I'm not going to send him in and then switch him out immediately, it doesn't make any sense. And I could do that to get the kill, for example. Well, even then, I could not realistically do that because I'm not faster. I hate to be switching in on an Excel Rock. So the best thing would be send in Chestnut, take the Excel Rock, maybe recover. It's going to Water Pulse me as well. What happens if one of them crits? Then I don't have a Chestnut anymore. Because Water Pulse does 48. Let's say, so then I would have 5 health left. I still have an Oran Berry, so it would be 15. Then Excel Rock would... A normal Excel Rock would still kill. I was thinking of maybe switching in and then trying to click recover. Just to make it also spend some of his Excel Rocks. Should be a thing. Excel Rock only has 5 PP, right? So I could kind of stall it. It all depends on his first roll, basically. So maybe I can just switch in Chestnut, see the damage. At least it spends 1 PP of Excel Rock, which I'm more happy to put it on this guy than on my Roselia because it's kind of crucial. Then I might still, because then it will try to Water Pulse. If it wants to Water Pulse. So when will it light screen actually? Let me check. What universe does it light screen? If the user's HP is under 50%, it gets a -2, but it's not. If the user's HP is over 89%, it's 50% chance to score +1. If the last move used by the foe was special, this is 75% chance. But I don't think it sees my last move, the Powder Snow, on the Gibble. I think this is a fresh mon, so I think that counts this as a fresh battle, which I'm not entirely sure of, but there's a 50% chance currently. It's going to +1. So that means it will want to click it then. What is my line? Let me check. So because currently, so now 100% it sees Excel Rock, so it sees +6 because it can kill me. That's, I know that 1000% sure. But then, let's say I switch in the chestnut, might light screen instead of water pulse, which might not be a problem because I'm not planning to taking it out of the light screen. And if the light screen is up, it's not going to do it anyway, so then I can keep select my in, and then I can switch out to FNP. It's going to Excel Rock again. I mean, it's worth a shot. So it's probably going to Excel Rock because it's its skill. Let's see the damage. How much damage was that? I took some damage. I think I took 3 some damage. Yeah, so then I was at 33, so I did 20 damage with Excel Rock, which is highest roll Excel Rock without crit, so that's cool. But now it wants to water pulse. Not faster. Yeah, okay, so I cannot do what I wanted to do. Can I take another of those Excel Rocks? 42, not if it crits. That's a risk. I mean, I know. Now I know that it either goes for Water Pulse or for Razor Leaf. If it goes for Water Pulse and I get confused, that's not good. Light Screen would be better. But Water Pulse doesn't need to be an issue. It's going to be Water Pulse either way. Oh, light screen, yeah, okay. So now light screen is up. So it's going to alter the damage. I should have an Oranberry. No. Didn't. So Stun Spore, is that a 100%? Probably not, right? 90%. This could be a thing. Or should I just start damaging it? Because at some point it will start to recover. I think I'll just Razor Leaf. Okay, just hope for a crit. High crit ratio. Oh yeah, then the Rindo Berry weakens the power. Oh, did crazy damage. Doesn't have the Rindo Berry anymore. Awesome. Everything's going so well now. 17 Roselia and 17 Chestnut. Okay. send some chip, doesn't really matter. So it's probably going to bring, oh, Granados already. Okay. I have 17 health, so it sees kill with Zen Headbutt. So that's why it will never rock polish, which I was hoping it would do. But this is actually not that bad. What are my options currently? Zen Headbutt, who takes the... I mean, Aaron probably takes it the best. Okay, so I could do two things. I could either switch it into Aaron or Fanpy. Those are... Well, actually no, because Aaron is supposed to take out my Lily. Yeah, okay. Should not make that mistake. Okay, so then I'm going to switch in Fanpy, which can take Zen Headbutt. Let's hope it doesn't crit. It does have a Oran Bearing, so even if it crits... So remember, the light screen is also still up, by the way. I think for one turn. It's not relevant for now, but still. Okay, so we send out Fanpy. Okay, don't crit. It's 26 damage. That's way too high. It probably wants to crunch now. And so I'm dead to a high roll crunch, actually. Yeah, it is going to crunch for sure. At the same time, there is no real alternative for me. So I need to survive this. I need to survive this, and then crit would go crazy. I think what do we have? I mean, Deliberate is not going to do anything. Slugma is not going to be able to do anything at this range, especially. The only options we have are Aaron. This is where it gets hairy. This guy is really a beast. I think we have to send it. I won't be able to switch it in and do anything anymore. I need to get my value out. I have to click dig for 50%. No crit, no high roll crunch. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Now we're in big trouble. But this was the only way. It didn't proc my Oranberry. That's really unfortunate. I was hoping to still have that. So I could. So basically, I can switch in Luzelia, for example. Luzelia is dead to whatever it will throw at me. Does it see that as well? Yeah, it does, right? Yeah, it should. Yeah. So I am going to do damage, and quite a lot of it also. At least 75%, maybe even 70% damage with Razor Leaf. But then I would be sacrificing Roselia as well. But it would be my safest line because I still need my Aaron for Lily. And I don't really have an answer for Lily other than Aaron, basically. I mean, in theory, I could use Chestnut for a bit as well, and maybe Groudle a bit. But let's say I send in Groudle now, and none of my Pokemon are faster except for Delibird and Delibird. I cannot hope for freeze, that would be insanity. So, what is it probably going to do? It's probably going to click. Maybe it doesn't see kill. Oh, it does see kill. Actually, it sees exactly kill with Crunch on my Delibird. So then it's going to click that. I was hoping for it to click Rock Polish because I'm faster. So it will never do that in this fight. So yeah, sending in my Aaron would be a problem. My Aaron can do 54 to 70% damage. It is speed type with oh sorry, that's to Lily. It does 73 to 92% damage. If it hits, it will be massive. And it does have a quick claw, so it could go first. I mean, might just be banking on that because all the other guys are probably just dying straight up. I mean, Groudle could take a hit if it doesn't crit. Groudle could take a hit, but then what? I mean, it could Razor Leaf. The issue is now I have the upper hand, right? Now I can just switch in anything. So what do I rather lose? Roselia or Groudle? I think Groudle is going to go a long way. So I guess that's going to be the play then. Go for Roselia. And Delibird, I'm just sending it to the grave. Cannot do anything. I'm not going to hope for her. Man. Just hope for Razor Leaf crit. I'm faster. In theory, I could also Stun Spore. No, it has a Lumberry. It can cure that. Okay, crit. Come on, Roselia. You can do it. Crit the guy. Crit him. That's GG. Roselia, so it's 2 more down. It's painful. So now, what did he do? He did between 30 to 35 36 damage. It's 30. 36 would then be 18. Could have been the highest roll actually. Let's say it was 32, 20. That's too much. So probably did the highest roll in 36. 16. Yeah, it has to be. Even looks like it's lower than that, which is strange. So, who can pick off? No, only he's dead. Yeah. So now it becomes interesting, because now Delibird is faster. 2 hits of Powder Snow is barely enough for 16. The only problem is I need to survive the highest roll of Crunch and no crit. If I can get the guy to I'm not going to leave this to chance. I want to see its damage. Let me check. HP ruler. That is 30. So yeah, not even being lower than. It's worth a shot, I think. It's worth a freaking shot. Actually, I'm not dead, only 2 highest roll. Check sand damage. 6. I'm at 42. So then I am dead to only the 5 of 16 highest rolls. Crunch. It's worth a shot. This is the only one that is faster than it. If I switch out Aaron now, Groudon is also dead to highest roll. Same thing, but he doesn't outspeed. Becomes even more difficult. Actually, does it become more difficult? Because we start at the same time. Problem Delibird. It's probably going to take 2 times sand damage. then would be 38. And then Crunch kills on most rolls. Does it seek? Yeah, it seeks kill first. Then it's going to go for Crunch. Always, unless for Roark Polish. Gets +4, and Roark Polish will get +3, maybe. Actually, that might not be the case. Because Roark Polish is quite effective. There's a chance, there's a 70% chance to score +2. And then a 70% to score another +3, so +5. And Crunch always has a +4. Because it sees KO. I'm risking 2 rolls of 70 and I think basically 2 times 70. Rolls 2 times 70%. Roark Polish is higher. That's actually just as bad. Because then it's faster than me. You've got to be kidding me. So then my best bet would be Groudon. I mean, Groudon will one-hit KO. It just needs to survive. That's how many? It's 24 HP. Also takes 2 times Sand Chip. It takes more, it takes 6. So he's like 18. He's dead to all crunches. Don't have a Quick Claw. The only thing I can hope is get Aaron in, proc the Quick Claw, and if not, take the damage and hope for the best. I have to do it. That's so unfortunate. Crit. Okay, that's really bad. I'll get the last mon in. Fence drop. It only has special moves, so my defense being down is not necessarily an issue. So we are speed tied actually, and I have a Quick Claw. If I can hit it 2 times, maybe 3 because it might need to recover, we win. Okay, he goes first. I don't want to see Omni Boost, that's the worst thing that can happen. Okay, that's good. Okay, another one of these. Probably wants to click recover now. So if we Quick Claw or just be faster. Yes! My freaking god. Okay. I've been planning this for way too long, still lost 2 months. Oh shit. I mean, I'm happy with beating Roark because I was not expecting to. I don't know why. Was that Excel Roark or something? Roark. Get to avoid a lot of junk. Okay, and we did actually save the stones. And all the orange berries actually. Sorry, no, on orange berries. Save the chino berry and just have to make sure that Celia and did it. So yeah, you're back in the team. But first things first. You make it to 16. I mean, you guys have been very important, at least for the last fight, especially for the gym. But, you've played your part. Thank you. We will continue with the other guys. So now we're down 2 mon, which is annoying. Quick. Oh. Just want to put them in the encounter sheet that they died. The tracker. Which is actually cause of death. Roark. Dead. Not Aaron. Crazy. Badu and where's the other guy? Flumpy. One of our latest additions to the team, but had horrible IVs. Still didn't do anything in the gym. But leading up to the gym, he was very, very useful. I'll not forget. So let me just put the IVs here. 26. Okay. I'm going to throw that away at some point, maybe. Look at these IVs. Ah, such a shame. Almost perfect. Yeah. What can you do? This guy, look at the contrast. 17 and 22 is okay. Look at this. Look at this beauty. It's horse shit, that's what it is. But again, you did your thing. not mad about him. I mean, would like to keep him because Donphan, his evolution gets battle armor, which is it's pretty good. You already have a battle armor already, so that. Now we can just level up whatever we want. It's cool. So actually, we could. I mean, I'm not going to continue much more. But I do want. I need to teach something Rock Smash. So we can get the Rock Smash encounters. I just say dead. No, it just gets removed. Ah, then they disappear. If I export it, does it then just say dead? Work. Doesn't look like it has any. So then why would you do it? Okie doke. Let's just, we can export all, we can just keep that in a nice file. Stuff. Okay. So now I'm just thinking of what to do with our encounters, because there is a encounter in Rock Smash. Yeah. If you Rock Smash inside the gym, you could get a few mon, like a Spinnerack or a Shuckle. They could be huge. still have coffee? No. Ah, actually, what's that? Now I can follow. I don't remember what's the default. What's the default is? One. I think it's fine. Oh, and I have to update my deaths as well. Something I wasn't planning on changing. Getting a lot of responses on the Discord, that's unfortunate. Check the docs. I saved it in there. Probably have it many times already. Switch to next will be double battle. Order. He has 6. Oh, nice. It's going to be crazy. I haven't played double battles that much, nor have I calced for them. So I'm not quite sure if this is going to be really difficult or not. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. Just haven't done it myself. It's going to open with a Clefairy and a Numel. I'm not planning on calcing at the moment, by the way, but just wanted to have like a rough idea of what's coming. He's going to protect on this side. And then do some cool things on that side. But he is slow. I mean, yeah, I can probably. What's new? Fire ground. Oh, he's both. So what is that then? Water? Why does my... Okay, Aqua Jet does do something. Could be 20... well, 26 too much. Could be something like 24 maybe. Gildine will have dive at that point as well. Let's say it would have dive. Yeah, okay, so we can just one tap these guys. Let's say we change everything to 20 maybe. I don't want to. We have unlimited rare candies from this point. If we go back to getting counters, go back to Jubilife. Get the counter there. And then this should be inside Jubilife, right? Jubilife City. To see where do we encounter them. It's before the house, for the... I don't know. Oh, this is the tag partner, so this is not an actual... This is the other person, then, right? Yeah. Does this thing still know that I have third week? Yeah. Okay. What does this say? Enter each Pokemon in a separate line. Additional dupes. I don't even know how it tracks for dupes. No? Ah, okay. Checks there. Okay. So then if I check the Jubilife City, get these ones. Oh, that's cool. We have the... Don't have the gate. Oh well. But yeah, we're probably going to be using something like Goldeen there somewhere. Maybe first. Maybe Burrell. Really does a lot of damage. Pretty cool. Skitty. It's like a grass Pokemon does not want to be there. I don't know, something like this. Could be cool. Take out quick attack for 32 damage. Nice. Do I have... Oh, copycat at 18 already. That's priority 1, right? So he's coming out with Munchlax, who's going to be mega slow. He probably sees return. $34, $42. So it sees more damage into him, so it will probably then just click return, maybe? It's going to be difficult to calc, I think. Okay, well that's interesting. So I thought these were going to be encounters, but that's actually not the case. So this should be pretty free if we have we both have 6 Pokemon, right? At least that's what you think. Then 1, 2. Oh, it's a gauntlet again. 3 Pokemon, 1 gauntlet, so it's going to be interesting. Orama Meadow. 1, 2. Valley Woodworks. Again, double battle. But then just with my own Pokemon, probably. So does that mean I have my 6 against 8 against 10? Is that how that works? So no, this is a double battle, just me against him. This is a double battle, 2 against 1. Next one is going to be Permanent Rain. So Swift Swim would go really well. What's the stats on I don't know, Kabuto, for example? Results from Kabuto level up inside a magnetic field at Mount Coronet. What the hell is Mount Coronet? F. Where is F? Oh, it's there. It doesn't look like I'm going to be there anytime soon. I mean, battle armor could go a long way. Oh, also swift jump. Both really good. So then, do you want this to level 26? Already get it at 15 or something. So 15. Chances high it's going to be an Ammonite. It's still 15. And one level away from slash. So we'll have these 4 that will be worked throughout each life scratch. It's not really a special attacker necessarily. So Aquajet would have been much better. Of course, I don't get that. Each life is actually pretty insane. Also heals. Combination with Swift Swim. Will only be interesting. This could be a guy, for sure. Like Aerial Ace. Okay, so it's the same. Oh, shell armor is the same as battle armor. Okay. This guy is more of a special attacker. They're more or less the same Pokemon. Oh, you get Rock Slide earlier actually. I don't know. I mean, they look really good. It's not like they're amazing necessarily. If I have because one of the options, I think Intimidated can be really good. Goes at 16. Learn Bite. Slash is better. It already has Bite. Cross Poison, 28. 9. Cross Poison. the gym. For sure. Cross poison, X scissor, shadow sneak. Spider web do. Cool. That's insane. Scissor also increased critical hit ratio. What's the difference between Night Slash? It's increased hit ratio. Pursuit. If it switches out, deals double. I mean, there's not that many instances where it's going to switch out probably. But yeah, this guy is awesome. Solid rock. Okay. That's what makes it so bulky. Holy. This is just a tank. That's why it's not getting any damages. Doesn't even have that much HP. It's just so enormously bulky. What's its moveset? It's Gastras. Disables the target's ability. It's just disabled basically. Sand Tomb. I think I already had that at level 16. Of course, we're not getting that. Gyro Ball makes sense, but it's never going to do damage. And even these things are never going to do damage. You just want to trap. You just want to trap the hell out of them. Bite can do wonders. Even Bug Bite, if you don't do damage, you're not going to heal anything. To be fair, it doesn't have that much health. Power Trick swaps the user's base attack and defense stats. Okay, I see what you did there. Now he's a beast. 35. My god. My god. Doesn't make any sense. It's never going to be faster. The flinching. Yeah, okay. I see it. I see it. There was also a chop, which I think I looked at before. I really found it to be that interesting, right? Only gets to be my choke at 48. Or a Heartstone. So it has to be 48 minimum. That's not true. Or a Heartstone could go way early. But I mean, superpower. Yeah. Okay, I see it. going to be more interesting down the road, I would say. Because I probably cannot find a hard stone soon. Let me just check. Hard stone. Solalacion ruins. That doesn't seem like it's going to be really soon. Not soon enough, anyway. So what do we have? Bonsley we had, which would be Sudowoodo at 25, so that would be this split. It's Rockhead, which is cool. Punch at 41. Got to wait for that shit. 14. You can wait until level 14 if you. Not sure which level you're going to get the rock smash encounters. Starts with copycat. That could be huge. So this guy, pretty beefy. High damage. Just blocked it. Party 7? Never seen that. Okay, make the move replaced by the last move used by the target until the user switch out of it. Last move used by the target, so you have to click a target then. This is nice for wild Pokemon. Cannot flee. I don't even know what's going to be my Rock Smash Pokemon actually. What were the other options we had? Checked all of them. Oh, Geodude we didn't check. We just change to a different song or something. It's a bit. Sounds a bit similar. Where was I? Geodude evolves. Select a matchup. Super late. Want to be Jesus, Accelerock at level 99. Why? Makes no sense. I mean, level 46. Are you crazy? I mean, it's possible. Basically what you expect, like submission is good. Actually it doesn't get submission, of course. It's all decent. It's not fast. Doesn't have to be. There's no special defense whatsoever. get that much more, to be honest. So basically, if you have a grappler and a Machoke, just do it. There's no reason to not do it. Just gets a bit of a boost in points. Should be, well, it gets even more boost. Okay, this wants to be. Ah, but you have to choose. Now I get it. You have to choose. So then you choose the Machamp because it gets much more stat boost than the Graveler. Even though Golem's really cool. Doesn't get that much better, and the moveset is more or less the same. There's the recoil, rough skin, could be nice. That is huge actually. Where's the Machoke? No guard, and it gets huge power. Those attacks out of the user. No guard again. No, I see it. Looks better than necessarily the Kabutops. It has some good moves, but also you get it super late, so then why is there no other way? Because if I have a chance to get the Spinnerack, I probably would want to wait for that. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is not no longer interesting. Also, it's getting late. I beat Roark. That's the most important thing. I'm probably going to look at some docs still, maybe some doubles AI stuff, because I still don't know how that works. So yeah. If you're watching the VODs or whatever, thank you. Let's see how far we can push this until the game finally breaks me. We'll see. Okay, thank you guys, bye bye.